glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer.
Yeah.
Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in this show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Chat. By the way, right off the bat, I'm going to try to stay this far away from the microphone. How does that sound?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
I'm not overblowing it because one night,
Not anymore.
last time I talked to you guys, you said, "Oh, your mic sounds good," and I listened to that. I listened back, and it sounded like the mic was in my house, and I wasn't that close to it. It was just overdriven. You know, it just sounded like shite. So I think I'm pretty sure you like messing with me. Hi, Margie. Hi, Margie. Everybody say hi to Margie.
Hey, Margie.
Hi, Margie. Mudball Don of the Mud. How you doing, Don? Mr. B. Warren's here, and Monkey with a Gun. I know who that is. That's it. That's all I see. Actually, a minute ago, it said there were 5 people watching the stream, and there were 6 of us in here. I don't understand how this works at all.
Well, it shows 10 watching for me.
It says 10 here.
Yeah, I got 10 now.
No, it says 10 now. But when the song was playing, it said 5.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I wasn't up
Hi,
on
Jody.
YouTube yet.
Sorry, what?
So that might be why. I wasn't up on YouTube yet myself. So
13 now.
Ooh, they're rolling in. They're rolling in. Ladies and gentlemen.
We're not leaving this until we get it up to 63.
63.
Oh, my God.
That's lofty goal.
I'd have to be giving away Amazon gift cards or something. That's right. I'm going to do that.
Yep.
I'm going to announce it now. I'm pretty sure I just got paid finally, since first time since April. You got to hit $100 and they send you a chunk. Well, I'm pretty sure I got paid yesterday. I'll have to check, which means I'm going to do a $25 gift card next week. We'll keep selling
Beans.
Yeah. What do you think? An Uncle Bill's giveaway, $25 gift card. Tell your friends.
Give it away now.
Yeah, and Amazon.
Give it away now.
What's nice about that, I could do it internationally too through Amazon. So so everybody can enjoy the goodness that is Amazon. The thing is, I'd like people, when I do this in the future, I'd like people to I would like people to say hello to Lloyd. Yay! Hey. So Lon, when you give Lloyd his gift card, I tell him. I'd like to know what he got with it. Welcome in, Lloyd. How are you? How's your internet tonight?
Well, I'm on my PC. We'll see how it works. If nothing else, I'll go back and get my damn iPad and use it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We'll see.
Very good.
At the moment, it's not messing with me.
I think maybe I'll give half the money back. I'll do 25 2 weeks in a row. Because the other half, maybe I'll put towards StreamYard. The cost of Stream, at least towards it. It's not going to cover it, but towards it. But thank you to my members, because that's like my Mr. B. Thank you for your 12-month membership, because that what is it, 79 cents a month or something? If it's more than that, you're overpaying. You're overpaying.
$9.99.
A full year. That's right. A full year. A year of
foolery.
Yeah.
You could just save that money and use it to go to Vegas.
No, thanks. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just
It says, yeah. If I change my mind,
there's other reasons. I'm guessing there's other reasons.
Well, yeah. It might be.
Yeah, that's fine. Fair enough.
Members for a year.
Yep.
I got another good reason too. I'm thinking I'm going to fly my son down to visit with me, and I haven't done that. He hasn't been down here. I haven't seen him in 4 years. So
That'd be good.
yeah,
Fly him to
so-
Vegas, and then he can share a room with you.
I saw mine yesterday.
double my costs. That's okay. Hey, but no, and I like having them come down. November's actually a nice time to be in Florida as well. So so I think we'll do that. Plus it's hopefully it's not. We'll see how the winter is. And I mean, I like him to come down in the winter because he's in Pennsylvania. But then you take the chance of snow and delays and problems and like that. And I think November is probably pretty good. As long as it's not too close to Thanksgiving.
There might not be in America after November.
What?
I think
Politics.
Yeah, I'm coming
No
to stay with Jim
politics.
I
Beauchart.
didn't say anything.
Politics.
I'm coming to stay
It's
with Jim
not
Beauchart.
it's not that
Maybe a
fragile.
comet could come and crash in November.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They are gone.
Yeah. Oh God, don't start me. I was just going to start doing it. No, we're not doing that. We're not talking about one
Politics?
side saying it's the end of democracy as we know it. We're not saying. We're
Yeah,
not doing it.
it's not
How about that
fragile.
religion, huh? How
about
about
that
that
religion?
religion?
How about that?
Yeah, speaking of that, I've decided that I'm going to start a church and I'm going to become, it's the Church of the Agnostics, and I'm going to be a agnostic priest to see how that works for me.
Interesting topic.
An agnostic priest?
An agnostic priest, yeah. Well,
Okay.
I was going to be an atheist priest, but then there's nothing to believe in.
Well, agnostic isn't that much. I mean,
Right.
You believe in God, but not a specific religion. If you're
no, agnostic doesn't necessarily even believe in God. They agree that they believe that there's more than
There's a
likely
power.
There's a
more than
possibility
likely
of a higher power. Yeah.
something there.
There is a
But-
higher power.
If you're a dyslexic atheist, you
Like
don't believe in
electricity.
God.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I was going to become an atheist
What
priest,
you-
but they don't believe in anything, so I don't know what I don't think they'd support me very well. So
Yeah.
Oh, they might.
Jim, what did you say? You're a dyslexic
You're
atheist?
Dyslexic atheist, you don't believe in dog.
Dogs.
I believe in dogs.
yeah, I do too.
I got a whole bunch of them around here, so
Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah. Yeah. So atheist, to be an atheist, you almost have to have the most faith.
Yeah,
To an
you got to have
extent.
faith that what you're believing.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
have faith that what you're not believing in is actually true. Yeah.
Yeah, because
This
you're rolling the
church.
dice harder than people that believe in it.
Yep.
You're not hedging any bets, are you? You know,
You're rolling the dice.
'cause if there is
son.
a
You're
God,
like,
you're screwed, and if there isn't a God, you're kind of screwed. So it's
Yeah.
But there has to be something up there.
I look at it this way. It's not a bad way to live. If I'm wrong, so what? I had a good life. If
We are
I'm right,
talking about
well, then I ain't going to burn in hell.
There you go.
There has to be something up there. I've been told that before.
Hi, Michael.
From what I understand, you have a choice. When you go, then you can start believing. Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, last minute Christians.
Yeah. I'll jump on the wagon.
On your last half of breath.
Yeah. Catholics like to call
Jesus
that
Christ, my first
purgatory.
person, Lord and Savior. Got it in.
Yeah, we might as well move from this because I could start something. I'm gonna like move on.
So, do you guys like the new picture of my dad with the car?
I
The
did.
holding-
That was a sharp
holding?
picture. Yeah.
Right, another paint job.
Red Kingdom.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
new.
Well, that's the second new paint job in the last like 3 years. Yeah, I mean, he had the first time they for the money he only paid like $3,800 or something. Oh, I got a great deal. Yeah, you got a great deal. It was bubbling here and there, and a couple of. It just wasn't the greatest job. The body work they did on it was worth it though, because they replaced. There was some damage, holes, rust,
Right.
rot, and they got rid of all of it and replaced it with metal. So that part of it, that's cool. But then the spray job is terrible. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't great. So that's what they did this time. Is they basically redid the paint. Somebody else, and it looks good. Looks great.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
it
Yeah.
looks sharp. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you pay for this one?
I didn't ask him. I don't. I'm tired of being disappointed.
I was
You
just
know.
kind of curious.
Yeah, I'll ask him. I don't know. I did. I was telling everybody I got a phone call from him just before we came on. And Bill, did you? He accuses me of weird things sometimes. You know, I think you really. How much did you turn that handle on the toilet? What? Well, it was running. I couldn't get it to stop running, so I broke his toilet. Apparently, while I was at his house today, and it was running, so that means I pushed too hard on the handle. I said, "That's got nothing to do with that. If it's running, the valve's not shutting off when the float fills up."
Yeah.
I go, "No. I was just thinking because I said, Dad, I know how to flush a toilet for the love of God." And he said, "No." But he goes. Then finally he goes, "No, I know it's not you because I lifted up on the thing and the water kept running." I said, "Then why are you saying these things?" And when I came down to Florida, we lived with him for a little bit before we got our house, and he accused me then of somehow destroying his plumbing because it wouldn't flush. It was because apparently I'm a big guy and my gigantic shits or something. It turned out the roots of a tree.
Measure.
The roots of a tree grew through.
You're full of shit.
Grew through the pipes. So he was blaming me for that. So I was like, again with this. Yeah. No.
My dad used to do that too. Yeah. It's the
You
neighbors.
realize I put that toilet in. We renovated it. When he renovated the bathroom, I put in that toilet. I said, "You remember that?" He goes, "No, I just thought that was original." I said, "No, I put that toilet." He's forgetting things. I said, it's been in there for years. I mean, the innards wear out sometimes. You got to replace the valves, the float valves and stuff, whatever. But this is one of those quick flush things, so it's a more complicated one. So you got to buy a specific system that matches the toilet. You can't get one of those universal replacements. But so what? He goes, "Oh no, that toilet! I replaced that toilet. I didn't even know he did this." I said, "When did you do that?" 6 months ago. Why? Oh, it was all fucked up. So why didn't we just replace the valve and the insides and why did you replace the whole toilet? Yeah, no, it was fucked up. I said, I didn't know you put that in. I thought it was original. Then he said, I didn't like it. It was I wanted to get one high that was taller. Oh, okay. Well, I can understand that. Easier to get off the toilet, I suppose. Except those things. I don't like tall toilets. I feel like I'm falling off. And then he was like, "But I don't like this one either. The other one was more comfortable." I go, "Okay, all right, whatever." So he's gonna have to. So what he did was he goes, "I went to turn the water off. That valve so apparently the plumber replaced his wall valve as well. I don't know why. His supply valve." Right, and he replaced it with a what do you call it? a ball type. It only turns.
Oh yeah.
Quarter turn shuts it off.
Yeah,
and ball cock, whatever. And I turned it off, and it still kept running. So I went outside and turned the water off to the house. Oh, that's a great solution. So you got no water in the house now. Well, it's not that bad. If I need water, I'll go outside and, I just turn it on. Okay. All right. Okay. He's going to have a plumber come tomorrow. I could take a run up there Tuesday, but I'll let him have a plumber screw it up. But anyway, that's my story for today. And I went out. Oh, no. I'm starting to worry a little bit. He said today, I said, on the way there, because we go through this every time what do you want to eat? I don't know. I don't care. Where do you want to eat? It's like, you live here. You pick where you want to eat. No, same thing every time, right? And for some reason, St. Cloud, they must roll up the sidewalks because half the restaurants are closed on Sunday, which is strange, man. Sunday is usually a busy day in restaurants, but not in this town. So, because you know what? No, there's a big restaurant going down by Old Town. Old Town's in Kissimmee. It's like an amusement park-ish kind of place that also has a big car show every week. Used to go down to that. Anyway, Old Town it's down towards Old Town. Oh, right, all the way down there. Yeah, it's not that far. Okay, fine. What kind of restaurant is it? I don't know. It's a restaurant. Oh, so it's got what kind of foods it have? I don't know. What's a restaurant? Okay. All right, let's go check out this new restaurant. Right. So we try this. He drives poorly, and we drive all the way down there. Oh, here it is. Oh, he's pulling in the driveway. It's It's Wing House. Do you guys know where the Wing House is?
Yeah, we have wing houses.
Sure.
Or we have wing
Right.
stops, wing houses,
Wing
wing
type.
whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Well, Wing House here is a place where the girls wear next to nothing. It's like a Hooters. They got wings.
Oh.
Oh,
Sounds
it's-
interesting. You
Kinda
got my
like
attention.
but it's
all that.
they're not as demure as Hooters. They got the shortest little shorts where their entire ass cheeks are hanging out, and the push
Oh.
and
Okay.
yeah, it's
Now we're
it's
talking.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And the thing is, we've been there at least 3 or 4 times. Keep going in because it's
Well, there must be a reason.
we've been here. We actually talked about going there several times that we didn't because it's 11 miles from his house, and I didn't feel like driving all the way down there. It's like, you don't remember coming here? No. It's like, you don't remember the blonde girl I gave the extra tip to, and she hugged me and gave me a kiss to bond. No. Oh, it's like it's his side of a strip club. But anyway, food. The wings are good though. Wings are good, and the girl was very nice. She wasn't slutty.
Yeah, cool cat. It's an
She was very nice.
Alabama.
She was too young for me to talk about like that. I would never. You know,
Yeah, it is.
You know.
It is, Michael.
Yes, it's about It's yeah. So, but how do you know? It's one thing to forget little things where your keys are, or whatever, or the fact that you replaced that toilet 4 years ago. But I don't know how you forget going to that place.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's why I started wearing all these really loud shirts, is so that when my kids, when I forget where I'm at for some reason, my kids put out a silver alert. I'm going to be easy to spot. They just look for the old guy with the beard and a very loud Hawaiian flower t-shirt. That's the guy we want,
A silver alert. That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, we have them here. They actually have a thing called Silver Alert. Yeah.
Silver
I've never
alert,
heard
yeah.
about this.
Yeah, we've got them here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They have tacos.
Bob Casey, cool cat. Hi, brother Bob, cool cat.
Holy lifted.
Warren.
Welcome
Big
in.
Warren.
Bob.
Hey, Bob.
But anyway, yeah, that concerns me that he doesn't remember going in there. He did remember that what a hot girl is though, because he made a few comments that made me realize he's still okay.
Hearts
I'm
upon.
wondering if the people that started. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jim.
No, it was.
Mine is not that important either. I'm just wondering if the people that started Hooters aren't involved in this too, because it is note for note Hooters. I mean, you look over the website and they have.
Oh, you're looking at Wing House? Yeah.
They have a pageant. They have a calendar. They have a. I mean,
The guy
They
that
got all that.
started Hooters.
Maybe it's Hooters Light.
He's the guy that started Twin Peaks. So
Twin Peaks right here. Yeah.
Twin Peaks is actually a pretty nice place.
Pretty good food, actually, too. It is
Yeah,
good.
good food. Yep.
Good beer.
And they're not Wing House as far as what the girls are wearing. I mean, they have short shorts, but this girl's both her butt cheeks were right there. I mean, it was like up in yeah. And
My weakness. Holy Jesus.
no,
Yeah.
they have Nugget Wednesdays where it's unlimited nuggets. They call it
That
boneless
don't even
wings,
sound
but
right.
Sounds
That don't even sound right.
boneless wings are nuggets. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what
Yeah.
anybody says.
Right,
Boneless
exact-
wings are
Crispy
nuggets.
contenders.
when you say
Exactly
nuggets,
what
I thought you were
part-
thinking of something else. You know what's on the back of this shirt, by the way? Asking about serving you naked. But they're talking about naked wings. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. But that whole play on words is like, it's like you're asking the customers to harass your servers. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I used to date a Hooters girl back in the day. Yeah.
I've never been to Hooters.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? Well, too late now. I think they're all closed, aren't they? Is there like still one or two left
Oh, no.
in Daytona or
It's all
something?
around now.
Ron, have you been to the Hooters Casino?
There's 3
No,
miles
where's
from
that?
here.
I don't know. I thought Hooters was just about gone. I mean, they're all closed up.
They're all over.
They're
They're all over Texas.
The Hooters.
really not Florida so much anymore.
No, they closed in Michigan too.
Well, they had to shut them down in Florida because all them old people over there, them old Mingo in there, they're going to have heart attacks. They had people dropping left and right from all the old farts in Florida. So yeah,
That's where they
health
started with
concerns.
Florida, I believe.
Yeah, it was over health concerns. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Here's a good place.
Dong
Dong
Korean
egg.
restaurant.
restaurant.
Dong A's.
Okay.
Don Mudball sent me that. Said
I tell you,
he's afraid to go in.
yeah, I tell you what, the downfall of Hooters, in my opinion, was they let their food quality go down because it's believe it or not, I first went to Hooters, to check out some ass, right? I'm just being honest, right?
Yeah.
But the food made me come back.
Right.
The food used to be pretty good. I mean, for real, they had the shrimp. The shrimp was really good. The wings were really. They served whole wings.
Yeah, because the way the girls dressed and the aggressive ones that are flirty for money, that's all great, but that wears off after a few minutes.
Exactly. The food's bad. I'm not going to keep going.
Right.
I'll go to a strip club instead. Why would you go to a horrible restaurant just to see some girl in shorts? Half the restaurants, the girls dress a little bit. They at least wear tight Lululemons or whatever.
Yeah.
They're wearing pretty tight pants or short skirts anyway. Most restaurants, in my opinion.
And see, when you go on Sunday too, this girl was very pretty. She was a very pretty little girl. Nice face. She wasn't just she wasn't slutty or anything. She was a very attractive little thing, but she was shy. Like she didn't do the welcome boys. She didn't do that aggressive personality flirt for the money, game.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't play that. She was just very
Didn't
sweet.
sit on your lap or nothing?
No.
Don't sound so disappointed.
You know what I mean? She was just it's Sunday. I guess you get the church crowd in afterwards. That's what Dad said.
Okay.
It's slow now because people are in church. Yeah, I said, yeah, right from church they come here.
They might.
They have something to confess to next week.
That's what they went to Saturday. Sit on Saturday, confess on Sunday.
But no, they're all nice in there. It's none of those places. It's not a strip club, but their clothing's a little more aggressive than some of the ones I've been to. Twin Peaks was nice. Food was very good. Place was clean, and well staffed, and yeah, I liked it. I went there I went to the one in West Palm with Ken.
Did you palm it?
Well, I did say it was well staffed.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Well,
But anyway, so that's that. That was my day today. So, what was your day like? How about you, Jim?
Yeah, Jim.
a lot of yard work. Yep.
Great story. What kind of yard work, Jim?
No big shit.
Say Barkley.
Fertilizer. It's called fertilizer. We're all focused on you right now, Jim. Why is Barkley here? He is. Oh, look at you, so excited.
Woof, Barkley.
Panel of dirty old man. Good night, y'all. We are not.
See, I couldn't even spell night. Oh, well, I was dyslexic. Whatever.
Well, the gate to the fence was a little bit high. It wasn't quite Emma proof, so I had to put a little piece of wood there, screw that on so you can't wedge underneath it. I whipper snipped, edge trimmed, whatever you Americans call it down there.
Weedy.
Then mowed it,
Snipper.
whippa snippa.
Yep.
I call it a weed whacker.
Yeah. Weedy.
Hey,
It's
well,
actually what is it called? It's called a string trimmer.
String
Oh,
trimmer,
okay.
yeah.
Being out in the front yard, we got some houses up for sale, so people were driving by and they had questions. So, that guy looks like he'd be friendly and talk to. So they stopped and asked me questions. So I said, "Come on in. You want to have a look at the house?" So I think I sold a house today, but I don't think I'm going to get any commission.
Oh, you still have your old house? That's what this whole story was?
No. This
Oh, you
house-
showed the neighbor's house?
No, this house here. There's other houses up for sale.
I know, neighbor's house. Whatever. That's what I
Same
meant.
design. Okay.
Right. Okay. Did you sell your other house?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. You didn't talk about it.
There's nothing to tell. It's just a house gone.
Did you get what you wanted?
Oh no.
Oh, God, no.
No, even with up here in Canada, the interest rates have come down 2 steps, so a quarter point each. That's still not enticing people to buy up here.
And what's the mortgage rate up there?
4.5.
It's still it's like
pretty
two,
low.
It's like three lower
Wow,
than
that's
us.
low.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
low.
That's low.
yeah.
It's way low. Of course, the numbers are bad because of I don't know if it's the exchange rate or what, but your average house right now is what, $300,000 or $200,000 or something like that.
No, it's higher. Where he is? Jim, what'd you pay for your house?
Canada, just in general. Canada in general.
The house across the road is $860.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, I can just imagine what kind of house I could get here for that.
Yeah.
60? I could buy a
like-
block here just about.
What'd you pay
Canadian
for
dollars.
Get a fine box
It's Canadian
for that
dollars,
amount,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, holy.
Oh, hey, Jim's upper echelon. You know, he only lives in the best neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, but you only paid $600 for yours. I thought you said.
No, this one, no.
No. Oh God, no.
Little
Oh,
over.
what-
God, no. Little over.
Well, remember, he's got to
Little over what?
pay for all the dead hookers in the basement.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all over. They're
That's
all over
why.
in that extra
Behind the curtain.
living room area.
A little over 8? Did you just say?
Yeah,
How the fuck do you pay for that?
from selling the
Money.
house.
Okay.
How big is your house? Let's ask that.
The main floor, I think, is about 1,400, and with the basement being finished, so double it.
So 2,800 total.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I lived in Germany, I was sticker shocked to hell too.
Yeah.
So I get it. Other countries can be so just drastically different than what we're used to. I'm in an apartment right now. It's 2,000 square feet. You know, and I pay $800 a month.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Unheard of.
You'd be lucky to get
Yeah.
a bachelor pad, a bachelor
Yes.
basement.
It's a
That's
This
two-story.
house is 900 square feet under air, 1,200 total with the garage, 1,210 or something. And according to Zillow, I would rent it for $2,700.
I believe that.
I believe that too. Now.
Last time I checked, it might be higher now. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, $800. You'd be lucky to get a bedroom and a kitchenette.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Like I said, when I lived in
that'd
DC,
be about
too, that was
right,
another
yeah.
sticker shock area. I was like, you know, when I lived in DC,
Wow.
it's the same thing.
I mean, it depends
Like
where you
you're
live.
walking-
That friggin' mansion-looking house my brother lives in, like 6,700 square feet.
Mhm.
He paid around 8 for that.
800.
Yeah, in that I forget what it was. It's in that region, 8 something.
Yeah, but don't forget that.
Mine's 2,000.
Well, the exchange rate's only 25%, like 125%. So you're that house, even at 800, it still would be 600 in American money.
No,
but still,
to buy an American dollar, it's just under $1.40.
What?
To buy an American dollar here,
Oh, it's $1.40. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
so even if we went $1.38, that's 623 Canadian American.
Yeah, but still,
It's that's still Jersey numbers. That's still, it's still quite a. I mean, the homes in New Jersey weren't that big. I remember, and they were like 6, 7, 800,000. Right. In fact, they are now. But the idea, but because you live in New Jersey, what an accomplishment that is.
I have a question though. The exchange rate doesn't really apply when you're buying within your own country.
Well, no,
You know what I mean? I mean, what's
No, it does because
Average
he's giving us the price in Canadian dollars,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
thinking of it in
We're thinking
American.
American dollars.
Yeah.
Right.
right? But
right.
what's your average income? You know, because if your income is $60 an hour or something like that, then
no.
no, I'm just saying, like average around here is about $25-$30 an hour, right?
Really?
And if you guys average about
Not here.
$50 an hour, then yeah, I make like $40 an hour. So if you make like $50 an hour and you pay, 20% more than me, it evens out. Is what I'm trying to say. If a gallon of milk is $1 a gallon where you live or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It all evens out. Is what I'm trying to say.
What do you,
You'd be hard pressed to get something to start off with 20 Canadian.
20? Is that flipping burgers or is that a real job?
Minimum wage, I think, is.
You know, the mean income in the United States line is only 40-something thousand.
I think
It's under, it's or close to 50.
That's over
Jim, you
$20
said-
an hour.
Hey, Jim, you're sure
Right. It's not. It's not. I mean, even 30 an hour is. You said the average. What? I mean, you're making it sound like you're making the average wage at 40, which you're clearly not.
Yeah,
But
it's good
30.
I've been in my job for almost 30 years. And we
Right.
start guys
Yeah.
at $25 an hour.
what were you saying, Mike?
Didn't you say your taxes are roughly 25%
27-ish.
wage on income
Yeah.
alone? Wow.
gee, that's Illinois numbers.
That's New York numbers almost.
Yeah.
That's almost California numbers. California numbers.
Yeah, and then whatever you take home, whatever you buy, you got to add another 13% on top of it.
Yeah.
13% sales tax?
Plus, you guys have a carbon tax too, don't you?
Yeah, that's all harmonized in there.
Yeah, they're talking about introducing that here.
Well,
Okay.
luxury tax?
Carbon tax.
Oh, carbon tax? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, based on your energy usage.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not go there either.
Flat tax, fellas. Flat tax, man. I'm telling you. I don't want to get into politics. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Taxed out the yin yang up here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but look what you get, though. I mean, you got free health. Hold on. I get there. Let's see. Hold on.
There you go again.
Okay. Okay, look what you get, though, with your taxes.
That's what you get.
You get
You
Can't
get
say that with a straight face, can you,
I can
Lon?
do it, man. I can do it.
No, you can't.
Look at all that awesome health care you get.
It's like here, you know,
Jesus, Lon.
It kills me. I remember when I lived in Germany, it was the same way, man. They tax you to death, and then they try to tell you that they're giving you something. It's like, dude, at best they're giving you your money back. At best.
yeah, except when the government controls it, it ends up costing twice. It ends up costing twice as much money to administrate it.
Not your
Like-
control.
And everybody could, you know, when they were, Obamacare, Healthcare Act, yeah. And for the first couple of years, it was a deal. Now it's twice as expensive as it was before, you know, and and everybody said that was going to happen. Oh no, yeah, put the government in charge of it. That's what happens.
It's funny. It's all. It's just funny. In Germany, you pay. You're pushing 50, 60 points on your income. You know, and then they go, well, yeah, but you get 2-3 months off a year, and you get this, you get that, and you get 90% if you get laid off or something like that. You get a huge amount if you get laid off, and blah blah blah, and 2-3 more 6 months maternity leave, and you know, yada yada. That's all great and stuff, but you know, they take over half your money all year.
You're still paying for it.
You know, it's like Jesus.
You pay for it one way or the other.
Yeah. At best, they're giving you some of your money back. At best.
You'd think they'd
lucky.
at least offer you
If you're
some
lucky.
lube or something, you know, but they don't even do that.
It's so funny.
Well, they'll give you lube. They just don't tell you there's sand in it.
Exactly.
More like ground glass. Sand would be sand would be a mercy. There's like tax in it. You know, like
Tax.
Yeah,
tax.
tax. Yeah,
tax,
nice
yeah,
play on word
tax.
there, Lon. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Anyway, Jim, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
you guys just made me shudder because I just went to see the urologist on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he lubed it up first. It was nice of him.
Oh.
Yeah. I like spending money to have a 80-year-old guy in orthopedic sneakers stick his finger up my ass. You know.
Could have got a female doctor.
No.
I had options when I went. Well, they send you the pictures and everything of all the doctors that work there, and you can pick whichever one you want. So
apparently I have a lovely
Mhm.
prostate.
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
it's smooth and supple.
So you went to
It's not
Dr.
stiff and there's
Jellyfinger.
no
gassed
bump.
out.
It's a good thing. I'm gonna have an
Ain't
MRI
doctor
done.
there, Bill.
I'm gonna have an MRI
Ain't a
done.
doctor.
Here's what's funny about insurance. If you don't have an MRI, if you don't have health insurance, they got some program or something where it only costs like $50 for the MRI, but you have insurance, so you got to pay the deductible, which is $200 and some dollars.
Yep.
It was 130 something the last time. This time,
Well, somebody's got to pay for
those.
those $50 MRIs, and that's how they do it.
My colonoscopy the other week didn't cost a dime.
Yeah. See.
See, Mama?
See.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free.
Blood work. Check my pee.
Yeah. See.
Hello, Lee.
Personally, when it
Gotta
comes to
go on there.
colonoscopies, I wish
I mean, you want to look at it that way. I get blood work. I get physicals and blood work done all the time, and it doesn't come out of my pocket. My insurance pays for it.
Right.
It's the same thing. Just because I pay almost $1,000 a month for my insurance, what's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
It's free for you once you pay your $1,000 a month.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, well, you're doing the same thing there, honey. Except you don't get to pick your policy. Oh God.
No, I'm not working right now. I'm not paying anything.
Oh yeah. See. There you
And
go.
there's that.
And they're paying me
But you still get
Exactly.
benefits, right?
employment insurance. See?
There you go. And he still gets his full health benefits. See?
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 Well, see, when they give you when
He's
they
winning.
do the employee benefit insurance, whatever it is, that's where you get the lube, the sand-free lube.
It all depends how you look at it, man. Because I would be just as happy to have my $20,000 plus a year to put in the bank myself.
Right.
you know that I pay in taxes over what I think I should pay. I would just go put that in that $20K I could have put in the bank.
Thanks,
You know what I
Jordy.
mean? Or my 401, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Everybody say uh-huh.
Yeah.
40
Yeah.
decades.
Uh-huh.
40 decades,
Right.
maybe.
Maybe twice.
No, I didn't even know Lee was here. Hey, Lee, sorry. Dream job. Lion Jones. Good for you.
It's a dream.
Yeah, and he puts up some really good pictures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Lee. Good seeing you. Thanks for
Good night,
stopping.
Lee.
in. Lee is a supporter of the channel, just like most of you are.
Yeah.
Leaves the shit.
Yep. I didn't even see. Nana's attic.
Yourself.
Brad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to him. Okay. Anybody else new?
Hi, him.
Jordy.
Mr. B's Outdoors is in there. No, I'm just kidding.
The crowd.
Actually, was in and out earlier.
Find the papers, old man.
Hey, your peppers.
The
Hey,
crowd.
Mike, are you going to buy the Neo 5 minutes after it comes out?
I don't know. Maybe 30.
30? Give it 30
I
minutes.
don't know.
You know, we haven't spent any time talking about
Ask
that
about
drone
Te-
on
ask
this,
about
on this
Tello.
channel.
Yeah,
We've been
let's
the
talk about it.
Neo free channel.
Oh, you want to keep it that way? That's fine with me.
No, it's not intentional. It just seemed like nobody in here cared much about it. But
I'm
I-
actually a little interested in. I am
curious
too.
now. Now that
Yeah.
that you say it. So, Lon,
Right.
tell us about the Neo.
Yeah, tell us.
It's
What do
a
you think?
small drone, 135 grams, flies 16 minutes, 4K, 30, I believe. It does palm launch, palm land. You can fly it just the drone, fly it with your phone. It's going to be compatible with all the new controllers and goggles. And,
What kind of range are you talking about with it?
What about the existing controllers?
Well, it's going to be 04. Yeah, all the existing stuff. Yeah.
Well, you see, how do you fly
Works
without?
with
04?
You're saying 04. How do you fly just the drone? I know there's buttons, and I'm asking you how.
It's just like the
physically it
Hover
works.
X1. It's like the Hover
But how do you do that legally without having full control of the drone?
My guess is that you're getting away with stuff because it's like 135 grams.
It's under 249
I'm not
grams.
saying it's okay. Yeah, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
No, but I'm just curious how they how that's rationalized. That I know it's under 250,
It's indoor. You fly
but
indoor.
no controller, no nothing. You just let it go and then hope it does what it's supposed to do.
deal. How do you do active track? Period. Technically, active track is illegal. Period. Unless you active track from DJI from their own mouths initially, and then they're kind of going along with the marketing, which is a mistake in my opinion. But anyway, it was a system to assist you in filming other people. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be at the controls. You circle them for active track, and then you know if you're following somebody.
You still have ultimately have control with the controller in your hand.
That's what I'm trying to say. You have the controller in hand. What people have morphed it into is you set the drone up and you toss the controller in the corner and have the drone follow you around. And that's technically illegal.
Right. So that's why I understand how you. Right. I would imagine you should still, and I would think anybody responsible, I don't care what the drone weighs, would want the ability to control even if it's doing its own thing. What if it's about to do something stupid? The ability to stop it from doing something stupid is, I mean, and especially this little drone, it probably doesn't have optical avoidance, does it?
Hello, Jaylen.
No, it has AI. It's like the Hover X1, where it uses the main camera to navigate its path through the world. So it has something that resembles obstacle avoidance, but not so much.
Right.
If it jumps up in front of it, I don't think it's going to react.
Well, even good optical avoidance isn't 100%. So I guess I wouldn't want to trust it to. I just want to have my hands on a control.
Here's the key though. It's got fully enclosed props and it weighs 135 grams. Remember that drone ball that you could buy your kids and bounce it around? Right. Remember that thing? And no one complained that doesn't have a controller.
You see, Jim's making fun of me. Here, there you go. How many? I mean, just to be a smartass, how many grams does a 9mm bullet weigh?
I don't think this drone's going to do 1,800 miles per hour.
Who knows? I mean, it might get out of control.
It loses a lot.
He just mentioned weight. It could scare somebody driving a car. They could make a mistake because
I don't think we're going to worry about that. It's a very light drone. You're not.
I see people crash cars over a squirrel.
Only if they flew it through the cab. That like you're.
You find somebody's windshield, they panic and they smash the car.
Yeah.
No worse than a snowball thrown from the side of the road.
I don't think that's legal either.
In any case.
Well, how does this deal?
Go ahead.
How's this deal work out? Fly outside though. Indoors, I understand. You don't need.
That's to be determined.
In the wind.
They've done a lot of outside testing, but I haven't seen the results, and I just ask myself, what's this going to be?
Well, what are your results?
What
are your results from flying it outdoors?
I haven't flown it yet. Here's the thing: if the motors are strong enough, the Hover X1 does okay. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. We're playing with it. And I'm like, but it does okay outside. It does. Mm-hmm. It just honestly does. It does okay.
I flew to Tello outside, so it was pretty. I don't even know. I don't remember what it weighed. And I had a case for my Tello too, Lon. By the way, I bought the case.
Yeah, I have a case. Yeah, I like it. But
I gave that away. I think Dusty got it actually.
What's the cost running on it? Just anybody.
The story is about $350 for the Fly More combo, which would include the RCN2, the drone, and like 3 batteries, and then the stupid hub to charge the battery. That'd be like $350. That's the story.
The RCN2.
I haven't seen solid.
But goggles too?
No, not for $350. No.
No, because those goggles.
There's a lot of talk.
$500.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk.
Goggles would probably cost more than the whole Fly More combo.
Oh, they've got cheap starter goggles that are less than $100 actually. Or around
$350 American. That's about 22,000 Canadian.
Well, they'll have a subsidy, so you
Give
can
or take a couple of
1,000.
zeros. Yeah,
Plus,
you're right.
plus tax.
Not to mention 13% on top of that.
Yeah.
No, so it's not for everybody, and nothing's for everybody, right? I mean, that's always been what I say. Everything isn't for everybody. You know, I mean, no one has to. I would rush out and buy it.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody sitting here is going to have a use case for the damn thing. I'll be honest with you.
I have no use for it,
You know?
but I probably get it for the fun.
What about the video? Any talk on that? With the
4K.
video?
4K.
Okay, video.
Okay,
4K,
so
30
I
on
don't
frame
know.
rate.
Now it's and it's got. I mean, and it has some kind of. How does it fly? I mean, does it have any? Can you fly it like a DJI drone, or is it going to be just? Yeah.
It's basically it's just another DJI drone, man. It's
So I don't know. Maybe
the
doing
bottom.
inside flights in like a bowling alley.
Oh, no, that kind of crap right there is going to be. That's going to be. But you can fly Nevada too.
Yeah.
And do that kind of stuff. Now.
Well, I can't because the Nevada 2
It's
has,
heavier.
well, no, I can't use the Nevada 2 because the Nevada 2 has geofencing, and I have an airport right next. You know, I can't fly any DJI drone inside that by that bowling alley. Now, is this going to have geofencing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the in all the firmware is all beta anyway. So
If it doesn't, maybe I would be
At
interested.
the last minute, to be honest with you, a lot of that stuff gets sprung on you. You're like, today's no geofencing, and then all of a sudden the final product, boom! You're like, what happened?
And of course, Lon, you're getting all your information about this from Acetala, right? That's where it's your
a Acetala of LB. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Jasper Ellens. Ellens, and you know, but believe it or not, 99% of all the information on the drone is out. It's like literally, there's like one or two things that are still.
I mean, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, if you want to fly,
when's
and
it
get
coming out?
if the video's decent enough, and you need to say, do even commercial work. I mean, some kind of not high end, nothing. But say a little real estate work. You want to fly over a roof. You want to show a house and whatever. But you normally have problems doing that because you have restrictions, like an airport or something like close by. But something like this, you're not. I mean, a 4K camera on a 135-gram drone that has stabilization built into it. There might be. I could see a call for that. You know, if like I said, if I'm a real estate agent, I'm not planning on making. Especially, I'm not planning on making it my hobby. You know, I just want some video. I could see it being useful.
I'm like Jim's drone. I'm looking at it for the fun factor because, I don't do, I mean, my drones are for just fun. That's all it is. I don't do it for a living because I can't earn enough to pay what I'm getting paid for being retired. So
For fun. What if you want to fly somewhere where you can't get clearance?
Well, yeah, and that too. I mean, and if it really comes down to it, and I can't fly any of the drones, I still got my crawler so I can play with it. So it would just be another toy. Yeah. Hey, it's RC.
Yeah, it is.
RC, really cool.
Really cool. Yeah.
No, it'd be something. It's not for everyone. Absolutely
Right.
not. And as far as the geofencing, that's still.
No telling.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The minute you start thinking it's not, the one thing I can promise you it won't have is remote ID. Absolutely no remote ID.
Right.
That's going to be a pain for Part 107 people, though, because to fly anything Part 107, you have to have remote ID.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm 99.9% certain they're not going to offer remote ID.
Unless you fly entirely indoors. FAA doesn't control indoor flight.
Yeah, if it's all done for indoor work, the FCC there won't be a bit of a problem. So
even if you're making money?
Yeah.
That's right. It's indoors. FAA doesn't control indoors.
Right.
I understand that, but
Nope,
yeah, I
doesn't make a difference.
I think indoor shooting, I don't know. You're right.
Indoors.
I think indoors it's just a camera.
107 then. Why do you have to have a Part
Ask
107 to do indoors then?
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, you need
You're
one
indoors.
to make money.
Well, you
FAA
need
does
one-
not
it's
control
what you-
indoors.
It's what you do with the video, whether it's
No, he's saying for commercial work indoors.
Yeah.
He's saying you don't need a
You don't
107.
need it.
Right.
No, you don't.
For commercial work indoors, you don't need a Part 107.
Right.
No.
FAA does not control indoors, period.
No, but
That is
what
true.
Mm.
No, they don't control indoors.
I don't know, man.
Well,
I'm not
that's
saying
what-
you're
yeah.
wrong.
FAA
I haven't seen that.
can't
I haven't looked at that
regulate
shit in
indoors.
4 years. So
Ask
You're
Ken
not
Dunn,
you're
because
not
he
flying in
doesn't care about
FAA
indoor
controlled
stuff.
airspace indoors. So
Exactly.
so how could they force you to 107 that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
okay.
But doesn't that fall under the umbrella of making
Well,
money?
no, it because of the way that
Sort of selling your ass, you know.
Right.
on a-
Now, if you start
on a-
outside,
Indoors,
As long as you don't-
107 doesn't apply.
yeah,
exactly.
because the FAA does not control the airspace inside.
I mean, if I
a
got up on a
building.
ladder with a camera, does the FAA get involved with that? Because my camera's
You're
up in the
outside.
air?
If you're outside.
Well, it
Inside
depends,
them.
Yeah,
You
they
know.
probably do because they got a satellite flying over. Like, look at that idiot on that ladder. You know, I mean, something like that. Yeah, that's how they get involved.
Tim Joni, FAA not indoors. Mike Wright.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right. Michael Wright.
Right.
Oh my God, the puns
Michael
are just
Wright is
flying.
right.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
that's
I've
the
heard that
problem.
before.
Mike's always right.
No, I'll give him that.
You
I
know,
haven't
I've
looked
never
at
heard
this
that
shit
before in my life.
in years. So
Yeah. No, that's all. I don't
You can
think
do
anybody's
commercials
ever-
for local businesses and stuff and not have your 107. That's interesting. You know,
Yeah,
for
you
bars and restaurants for those fly-throughs and stuff.
right. As
Yeah.
long as you don't do any filming outside of the building.
That's right.
Once you step outside and take,
You
a
got to use a
shot,
camera. Once you step outside, use a regular
And
camera.
Use
fly-
a regular
and flying
camera.
Outside. You can film outside. You can't
you
fly
can
outside.
film outside with your action cam or
Through the
whatever.
window. Through a window.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You
if
can make them
it's
think it's on a
live,
drill. You put it on the end of a pole. You know, it just
No, they outlawed that.
That's where they used to do it.
yeah.
So they got all sophisticated.
Yeah, because I used the tello to do the inside of the bowling alley, you know, and it was sucked. The video was terrible.
Otello was.
do you have the controller? Oh, the video. You said, yeah.
Yeah, the video was terrible.
Yeah.
And it needed light. You needed way too much light for it to be a
Right.
decent video. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the tello outside in bright sunlight, not that it was good video, it was at least watchable. You know what I mean? But inside it was just
right.
It
Oh, what do you know,
minimum
Mike?
acceptable.
But, you're talking old technology compared to what we've got today.
talking about a drone that didn't have geofencing. That's all. It's kind of do with
Right.
technology.
Right.
But did you stabilize your Tello? Stabilization?
It had stabilization.
Tello does?
Yeah, image stabilization. Yeah, it had that. Had to have that. It didn't have
Yeah, I
a,
think it does have
Everything else.
stabilization.
yeah.
I still have one. I haven't flown it in 2 years. So.
yeah.
Do
yeah,
me
that-
either.
That just makes the
My
video
batteries
look
are
worse.
perfect.
I never had.
All my batteries are bad. It only flies for like a minute. And it quits. All my batteries went bad on me. I thought about buying new batteries. I'm like, why buy batteries for something I'm never gonna fly?
There you go.
I still have my
Look at the-
Spark. I haven't flown it in years.
Yeah.
You got your Spark? Yeah. You want to give it away?
Give it away. Give it away.
Well, if
I
he
might
gives
one
it
day.
away, wouldn't he just end up with it since he's surprised on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's the
Right.
problem. I just get the damn thing back. Yeah.
It'd be like a boomerang.
I
Ship it to yourself.
Yeah, that would be it. I'd ship it to myself. I'd be out the $15 to ship the damn thing because I already own that. Yeah, that would be my luck.
Good point, Mike.
I would definitely give it to you, quite frankly, because I don't want a Spark. So I'd be like, if I won, it would definitely go back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
The coolest thing about the Spark was that charging case. I thought that was kind of cool. No, that charging case you put it in and it would charge.
Oh
wirelessly.
yeah,
Yeah, it had tabs on the bottom of the Spark, and you put it in
Yeah.
that case, and it would charge in that case. I thought that was sweet. I actually liked that a lot.
I bought
What the
3 of
hell
them
are
at
we
the same
supposed to be
time.
looking at?
Wow,
Is this going to be the indoor bowling lane?
is it indoor tello?
So do you guys like Jello? Because here comes some Jello from my tello.
Jello?
Jello?
God, look how dark my hair is. Holy shit.
Oh, when was this? 1963 or something?
Back to the Future.
There's a little tello video for the boys and girls in the audience.
Wow. You know what though? For the $80 you pay for a
Oh
tello,
yeah.
I paid 100. I paid 130 for the Flymore kit.
I mean,
That's what it
look
was.
at the
130.
look at how much SEMAs were at one time. That
This
Tello
was
was a great
this was
improvement.
created according to the properties, July 10th, 2021. Oh, it's amazing how far we've come in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here it is fighting the
There we
wind.
go. Almost forgot
I
what
paid
Jello
$200
was.
for a little bitty drone. Hell, the Rolling Spider was like $200 when I bought
I
it.
probably shouldn't show that my dad's
Yeah,
best friend has those highway signs in his backyard, huh?
I was going to ask
Only
what
if they're
the highway
missing.
signs were doing there, but
This is East Lake to Hapakaliga. Or Toho.
yeah, what he said.
Say it 3 times fast, right?
30 feet up. I think that was that's a ceiling, right? I'm pretty sure. There we go.
A whole 30 feet?
Every inch of
Like
it.
for what it is, it was fine.
They wouldn't let you go higher?
This was wrestling with the little bit of wind that I had.
There
And
was maximum height.
the cool thing was you could do programming with it if you chose to.
But this, as you can tell, it does have the electronic leveling.
Yeah.
But that just makes the Jello even worse.
Any gators in that creek?
There's always room for Jello.
Yes, that's not a creek. That's a canal. That's a canal. And yes, there are gators in that. Yeah.
You mean a Caino?
A candle.
Is that the close canal or the far canal?
He's got a nice chunk of land. He's got over three acres here on the lake.
Oh wow.
Very nice.
It's not a canal, it's a Caino.
Yeah.
The thing about the Jello commercials,
Well,
he very seldom, he always says there's room for Jello, but he almost always sold pudding, Jello brand pudding.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
that
think he
would-
did Jello commercials, did he? He did pudding, didn't he?
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jello pudding.
yeah,
Hey,
Jello
kids,
brand.
get out of that Jello tree.
Yeah.
Let me get that. I
This
put
is,
my pudding
yeah.
out somewhere, baby.
This is my first.
Motion
This is my
sickness on
first
that
drone, by the way. You can tell by the
Hello?
video. Yeah.
Well, Tello wasn't super smooth anyway. You can get a controller. I have a controller from mine. You can link it to your phone.
Yeah. No, I had a controller.
Okay.
I did all that. I bought that game controller.
Game controller.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I had all that.
What, you didn't use that for your submersible sub?
What?
What?
The game controller for your submersible sub that imploded? Come on, you didn't pick up on that joke?
Oh yeah, the submersible sub had
yeah.
a game controller. Yeah.
Joystick.
Oh yeah.
No, this was what is it? Lon? I forget now. I can't look at it because I gave it away.
Gamester? Is it the game?
Game
controller?
something. Yeah.
Game-
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, I had that. I think I was using it here.
Old man action.
This is the only video I have saved. I don't know what I did with them all. Might have accidentally deleted them.
Rick Halbert.
Here I wanted to go through here. I was kind of losing control of it.
Rick Halbert's trying to help out my channel, and he bought a brand new Tello and the game controller and sent it to me for a giveaway. And I don't know at some point I gave it away. I think when I hit 500 or whatever. And the kid that won it lived in Canada, so I found out how much it costs to ship one of them damn things to Canada. But
Damn Canadian.
yeah.
Mm.
Rick was always doing
Canada
stuff like
Post.
that, though.
Them
For
Canuckins.
Oh, there's Dennis. This is his house.
God
There's Jameson. He just passed away not too long ago.
Mm.
That broke his heart.
Ah, here it is. Jesus.
Talk about the most overweight dog I think I've ever seen.
Is that like a
Well,
chocolate
is that a
lab?
donut? Chocolate coated lab.
Opposite of him, look at him. He's like a scarecrow. This dog weighs more than
That's
he does.
because the damn dog gets all the food. Yeah.
That's just mean.
There. Sick him. Go get him. Go get him.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, he's out of breath already.
Chocolate labs, for some reason, always are the fat one of all the 3 different colors of labs. They're the ones that always get fat for some reason.
He was a sweet dog.
Yeah. All that damn chocolate in them, I guess. Yeah.
Ah.
I know.
See what else is on here? Oh yeah.
been-
All right. Yeah, we got to see the ducks.
I've been hanging around Art too much.
Oh,
Oh
duck.
man.
Ducks.
We're being held hostage with home.
Paid like no attention to this thing.
Clank, clank, clank.
Look at that.
This is when we went to the Grand Canyon. Just kidding.
Fucking footpath.
You know there must be gators around because the ducks are right up against the house.
Yeah, the duck thing's
They're
stupid.
like, no, I ain't going out there.
It is that remote, by the way.
No, it's because he. Yes. Yep.
That was on the Titan.
Here, I'm going to clip this thing. I think the ducks. Not the ducks. He feeds these wild creatures. He actually look at me trimming. That's why they hang out. They're waiting to get. They're waiting to get fed. But then he feeds these birds. So they had these cranes. Well, not cranes.
I would laugh if they come over and attack that thing. That would just be so damn funny.
Sandhill cranes. Yeah, sandhill cranes that are protected. And he was feeding them. And those things are just assholes. They would see their reflection over you, and they would kick the shit out of his screens, and he paid for that.
I did that once when I was hammered.
One of my dad's many trucks he bought over the years. I was the Ranger.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's a nice little place he's got there.
Yeah, that garage. He spent about $50,000 to put that garage back there.
All right. But he's got a bench. Ugh.
I know. It's a terrible video, but I searched Tello, and there we go.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Oh, I would have erased this. No, I'm just kidding. It's a good memory.
I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad for a Tello. I mean, like I said, for what a Tello costs, this isn't bad.
No, I was having a little trouble controlling it.
Yeah, one of my early videos on my channel is done off of a SEMA 5.
Oof.
And, oh my God.
Oof.
Of course, it's not that good because all I'm doing is bouncing off my roof and over into the neighbor's yard. So, it's like...
One
Like
in
hitting
9
trees.
north.
Cool.
The Parrot AR drone. Oof. The video on that thing was horrid.
Look how tired that dog looks already.
I'm getting tired watching him.
And of course, that's Dad right there.
Who's the skinny guy?
Dennis. He owns the property. That's his house. That's his best friend.
Oh,
They're old Marine buddies from back in the day.
super
Cool.
They actually almost deployed during the Cuban Missile Crisis. They were on a carrier getting ready to deploy, waiting, but then it
Good
never
night,
happened.
Don.
Good night,
Good
Don.
night, Don. Can't
Good
take
night,
it on,
Don.
buddy.
Good night, Dick.
But they would have been
Yeah,
some of
Don.
the first guys. Some of the first, if Kennedy didn't back off, they would have been some of the first guys to deploy in
Good
Cuba.
night, John Boy.
But they didn't have to.
Well,
Well, if my dad was still around, he'd say Semper Fi.
yeah. That's what my uncle was. He was at Guadalcanal.
I mean,
All right, that's enough of this. But
Me,
anyway,
I
tell us.
I couldn't pass the test to get in the Marines. I couldn't get my head in the jar.
I
Go
don't
figure.
get that one.
They're jarheads.
Jarhead.
Oh, you know what's funny?
You know why they call them that?
Speaking of military, you know the new nominated Wise. Wait, what's his name? Wise, yeah. Harris.
Yeah.
The rank that he's talking about that he had, command
Sergeant
Sergeant
Major.
Command Sergeant
Major.
Major.
Well, that's the Army equivalent to my brother's rank when he retired.
Yeah, it's just E9.
Remember the line you were saying you never heard of command chief?
Who?
Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force. That's command chief. That's the equivalent to that. That's the highest.
Right, yeah,
Command
Air Force
Sergeant
is
Major,
So my
yeah.
brother actually retired at that rank. You
Well,
know.
you're a first sergeant, then you're a master sergeant. No, wait a minute.
Oh, I don't
First
know.
sergeant, master sergeant, then sergeant major and command sergeant.
Sergeant Major
There's more
Yeah,
than-
command
more
sergeant major. Yeah.
Yeah.
and Command Sergeant
There's a
Major.
rolling spider. Remember this thing?
Oh, yeah.
A parrot drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now these guys, they used to really put out a lot of stuff. I think I bought this in a Sprint store.
And the reason people are so pissed off is 1% of the people make E9. 1% of them make command sergeant, make command chief,
Yeah.
or command. Right. So it's like 1% of the 1%. So I mean, you got to really, and he got it. He got it in the National Guard, but he
Right.
he did get it, but then he lost it because you have to have it for 2 years and finish your courses.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And because he decided not to go get shot at, which that's his decision. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Air Force is-
parrot drone.
Our last ER at the lodge was a Command Sergeant Major.
All right.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, Perry used to make a lot of really cool. They were pushing it. Then they had the one that was attached to a boat. Remember that one?
Yeah,
The parrot drone that attached to a boat, and you could fly.
Oh,
it
yeah.
across-
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ran across the water. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever flown this one. I think I bought it and never flew it.
What toy is that, Lon?
This is a parrot fly something. Fly something.
It's like a
like-
VTOL.
it's a VTOL. It takes off
Yeah.
like this, and then it
It's an
does one of
X-wing.
these, and you fly it around. It actually supposedly will fly a long time. I wouldn't know because I bought it and never actually flew it.
You ought to give that away.
All right, here's how it goes. E5 is sergeant,
Mm-hmm.
sergeant Army, sergeant Marines, staff sergeant in Air Force.
Sergeant.
Yep.
All right, that's all E5. E6, then there's staff sergeant in the E6 in the Army and the Marines, and technical sergeant in the Air
Tech
Force.
sergeant in. Yeah.
Right.
Jim?
E7 is sergeant first class,
Yeah, we know.
or gunnery sergeant in the Marines.
Or master sergeant in the Air Force.
Master sergeant or first sergeant, yeah. I've been leaving out the Navy. That's chief petty officer. Then you go to E8, which is master sergeant or first sergeant in the Army.
Senior master sergeant
Same
in the Air
thing.
Force.
Same thing in the Marines.
We had a great first sergeant
Senior-
Fox.
Senior.
Senior master sergeant or first sergeant in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And senior chief petty officer. Now E9 is
My bad.
sergeant major.
Right.
In the Air Force, gunnery sergeant in the Marines, chief master sergeant in the Air
Yeah,
Force.
chief. Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's also command chief,
Right.
in the Air Force, right? The command is the second, because
What about
that's you have to be an E9 to be a command
Command chief.
chief or a command sergeant major, and you're basically the right hand man to the colonel or whoever's running the base that you're at. Because my brother was responsible for NASIC, which included a total of 3,000 people he was responsible for, included enlisted and civilian, including the scientists.
Basically, the top guy in the regiment, top enlisted.
Top
man.
enlisted man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like I said, he's
Sergeant major of the Army, by the way.
Well, there is
Enlisted man in the military.
above that is there's one in each branch: sergeant major of the Army, sergeant major of the Marine Corps, master,
Yeah, I know.
petty officer, chief master sergeant in the Air Force. My brother was friends with that guy. Apparently, the most recent one died in the Air Force. So I saw him post about it.
I'm doing my favorite.
night,
Whatever happened to
Jim.
Alexis? Did she ever get her eyes done?
Who what?
Did Alexis ever get her eyes done?
Scheduled for the 28th of this month.
I have no idea, to be honest.
I don't know. She's been posting a lot of shots of her chickens
Ducks.
Oh,
I saw
yeah?
some of my ducks
or
today.
ducks or whatever they were.
Ducks
They look
today.
they look delicious. But yeah, she's a duck.
Yep.
Birds now. Apparently.
Well, I'm confident that after she gets that surgery, her eyes will be 100%, because I know I've
yeah.
seen a dramatic improvement after my cataract surgeries.
Yeah, I
Everything looks better, huh?
Oh, 100%.
Except you.
That's because we
All I
didn't-
need my glasses for is to read.
I'm just the opposite because when I got mine done, I didn't realize the difference, and I had already had good close-up vision, and I wanted to keep it. So that's what they gave me. I still can't see shit past the end of my arm, but boy, I can read the finest print on a pack of cigarettes, or any other. There's
hell.
little bitty tiny stuff. I can read that now
Small
without the
print,
glasses.
I need my reading glasses, but
Yeah.
for everything else, I'm back to driving without glasses and everything.
Yeah,
It's,
like
it's
all that
terrific.
fine print, I can read just fine.
I mean, I never knew how much I appreciated my eyesight until I got my cataracts out. It makes a big difference.
And even my distance is I don't when I drive at night I don't have that halo anymore. I can actually drive at night,
Yeah.
which before I couldn't.
I see my eyesight progressively getting worse. Losing your eyesight as you get old sucks.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to have yourself checked for cataract.
Cataract. I like Rinkins.
Uh-huh. You
Rinkin?
like your Rinkin Continental?
Rinkin. They're Rinkin. I like Rinkin.
Yeah, I do get checked for them. By the way. Yeah, they said they do that at regular eye exams. By the way.
Yeah.
They said, I'm at the cusp. I'm like right there. And I said, well, if I wore prescription sunglasses, because I live in Florida, it's like a given that you're gonna get cataracts. But I said, well, what if I wore sunglasses? When I was outdoors, and they said that could postpone it.
Yeah.
That's why I got those prescription sunglasses.
They told me
Long enough,
that
you're
all
gonna
my
get
years of truck driving without sunglasses is probably what caused me to get cataracts so early.
Oh, that's right, because you're quite a bit younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah, just turned 58.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not quite a bit. 5 years. Yeah. Nope, not yet. But I think they're starting.
Yeah. My son turns 56 this month.
Your son?
Yeah.
Hi, Pops.
Shit.
How old are you?
I'm in my 70s.
You don't know your actual age. You gotta.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta give us a guesstimate.
Yeah.
Lloyd, what year were you born? Just as
Well, how different is that
Good
from
thing.
me asking how old he is?
well.
I don't do it so much now, but when Judy was around, she was older than me, so
I'm just wondering.
Why
My dad was
Embrace it.
born in 35. My mom was born in 36. So
Yeah. My dad was born in 1913 and my mother was born in 21, so. But
Jesus.
no, I'm 68. 68, yeah.
68.
Yeah.
You're not 68, oh Lord.
Huh?
You're older than 68, aren't you?
Well, yeah, okay. That's,
You lying bastard.
nobody knows my age.
I just turned 68.
Yeah, nobody knows my age, and I usually keep it up. And I did that for Judy.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
I
won't
no,
go
I
there.
don't care. When I die, everybody will know. It'll be on my headstone. Go
You
to
obviously care. Otherwise, you would just spit your age out. So
Well, I spit an age out, and it was a good one. But Mike called
It
me
is
on it.
an
'cause Mike-
age.
Yeah.
He spit it out, but everyone called bullshit. So
Well, I could say this. I just didn't age as well as some people did.
It's funny. People say that to me all the time. Oh, you look really good for your age.
Yeah, for your
What
age.
the fuck kind of compliment is that?
Left-handed.
That's backhanded
I
compliment.
wish people would say that about me. They expect me to be about 10 years older than what I am.
What, you're not 85?
Kiss my ass, Jim.
I can't reach it.
I was going to say mark off.
Good night,
while you're all
Jim.
ass.
Jim Joning is older than all of us.
Hi, Jim.
Look at this. We're putting everybody to bed.
Good.
Look at it. 1,
What's up with that?
2, 3.
Where'd
Oh.
everybody
And
go?
a little short. He'll be up all night. He's young.
Yeah.
Pop.
Little shark.
Yeah, did you send him a link? We haven't seen him in here in a long time.
Nah.
Jim.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck him.
I bore him. That's enough.
That's a good.
Last time I sent it, he didn't come on.
That shows
I
fatherly
sired him.
love right there. There you
I
go.
went on yesterday. This Friday, I'm going to pick him and his fiance up. They're spending the weekend down here.
Don't they have a car?
Hell, tomorrow I'm going camping. I'll be gone till Friday.
See ya.
See ya, some bitch.
Tomorrow I'm going to sleep all day and then get up and do my show.
I meant to give this away, but there's only 11 people left in this screen.
Give it to Lloyd.
Going up with it anyway.
Juan, you really started something.
I know. Save yourself some time and trouble.
What the hell is it?
The claw.
Oh, that's that alligator claw. Yeah. That's
Oh,
cool.
Why do they
I'll get a
why do
claw
they
keychain.
all have their
Yeah.
claws like that? What the hell's up with that?
Yeah.
Oh, claw.
You cut the
And in
claw.
Florida, they're only $3.99. It'd be like Art telling everybody the price. $3.99.
What a bummer.
I think that's about what they run here.
It's kind of sad. Some alligator lost its ability to pick its nose for $3.99.
Yeah, I mean, like, how's he going to scratch his ass now?
Lucky rabbits, but it wasn't so lucky for the rabbit or the
Yeah,
alligator.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bummer.
I'll tell you what, maybe next time I go, I'll pick up one of those $25 alligator heads.
Did somebody
I'll
say
give that away. I'll give that away. Give people a taste of Florida.
There you go. Instead of a gift card, give him
But I was listening to Chris.
I was telling my wife you were giving away them alligator claws, and she told me that that's morbid. I don't understand.
Because it's dead.
Doesn't seem to bother
Thus,
me none.
morbidity.
Does she have a leather purse?
shoes?
I'm sure
Leather
probably
shoes, yeah.
several.
Does she have leather shoes?
Oh, I know she does.
That's morbid.
that's
That's
morbid.
terrible. Oh,
Some
my
poor
morbid.
dead cow.
Sticking
gave
her
his life
feet
for
into
it.
some carcass of a dead animal.
Animal skins. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I got leather seats in my truck. What's the,
Oh, that's
what's
gross.
the difference?
oh.
She sit on them.
Yeah, I think everybody here belongs to
Did
people.
she sit on the seats you're talking about?
People that
Clarify
taste
that.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chris Hope was saying he's been driving around for years with an alligator head sitting on his dashboard.
Yeah, that
And
was
he
funny.
got pulled over, and some cop gave him a hard time. Said you can't have that in this state.
Say what?
Yeah, it's, I mean, I guess
Oh,
some
heck.
states don't allow you to. I don't allow you to do that. I guess. And then anybody has paperwork with the alligator head that shows that it was farm raised, and that makes it okay. Which I don't know. It kind of makes it worse to me, if in my opinion.
Yeah, well.
But that makes it okay. Well, this is not farm raised. They actually on their sign they actually talk about the guy that goes out and traps alligators. So,
Right.
so this is in the wild alligator crawl.
Wild caught.
Verboten.
No,
It's for bowling.
no. I mean, the alligator tasted just lovely. With the tears of its mother. There's
Hey.
tears of alligator mother sauce that they give you.
Yeah. Bambi gator.
That's all that matters,
Tears
is
of
that
a
it
clown.
tasted good.
Disney's going to make a movie about that gator.
You know, these things have been around
Navigator.
since the dinosaurs. You know what?
They are dinosaurs.
Move on.
Yeah, they'll survive.
Okay, if they're dinosaurs, is the Komodo dragon really a dragon, or is it just a big lizard?
It's a big lizard.
It's not a dragon.
It's a misnomer.
It's a misnomer. Okay. And explain that for
Well,
dumb.
Although it
for
could have
dumb
been a
hillbillies.
dragon. Maybe when they were killing Komodo dragons, that's all the stories about George the Dragon, something like that. Maybe
Right,
they're killing Komodos
Puff.
Yeah.
or
Puff
crocodiles.
the magic dragon.
Puff the magic dragon who lives by the sea.
What was that movie where
Shit.
I can't. All I can
Dragonheart?
remember is one guy.
Get Dawn on
They
here.
were
He'll know.
singing the song Tequila, and they were getting ready to serve Komodo dragons to because you paid like you joined this exclusive club and you paid like $5,000 a plate to go in there, and they would bring in a Komodo
Oh.
dragon
Was
live.
this
I
a
know-
movie,
I
or are
know
you just
what you're
remembering
talking
back when you were in Vietnam?
No, this was a movie. This was a movie.
When he served with Attila the Hun. Never did.
Yeah, yeah. That was back-
Upper
it's back during-
Mongolia.
Because
Well,
nobody
I mean-
knows how old you are. You could have been in Nam. You could have been in Korea, for all we know.
Well,
I
I
think-
mean,
I
no,
think
I mean,
that- I think
Andy
that
Jackson was a
Genghis
nice guy, though. I
Khan.
don't care what you guys say. He was a great commander down in New Orleans.
Andrew Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first time to go to New Orleans too. Anyways,
The War of 1812.
yeah, but New
14, we
Orleans
took
was
a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans and we met the bloody British.
British down in New Orleans.
Well,
Yeah.
we fired our guns, but the British kept it coming.
coming.
Not as many as there
Yes,
was
it
a
was
while
a
ago.
while ago.
Canadian
Fired once more, and they commenced to run from the banks of Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
But
And it's a very tragic battle because the war had already ended 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it happened in 1815 rather than, even though it was the War of 1812, it was.
so who
New
sang that?
Orleans.
How do I know that song?
Oh, that was a song. It was
Because it
a
was
hit.
popular for
I
a minute.
know. I'm just saying. I
was,
know that
uh,
song, and
Right,
I'm
because
Canadian.
you probably
That
heard
was,
Johnny Horton sing it.
Goddamn. What's his
Huh?
name?
Johnny Horton sang that song.
Johnny Horton. He also
Johnny
did
Horton.
Bismarck and
The Bismarck and
It's called the Battle of New Orleans.
Comanche. You are brave horse.
All for the Love of Girl. He did that one.
Yeah.
What the
You got the lyrics right. I got the lyrics right. It said, and it is. He does say 1814, but I think you're right. I think he's wrong. I think it was 1815.
Yeah.
But he does say in 1815 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson on the mighty Mississippi.
They started
It
out.
It doesn't rhyme.
But the battle wasn't until
As many as was wrong. We fired once more. Found the gun.
Shit's
God, I got the
line,
words
dog.
all correct. I'm so proud of myself.
I
proud of
actually
me, too.
learned the words of that song because my older brother, he hated it. So naturally, when I found out, because it was really big, when he was younger, and when I found out that how much he hated it, I made sure I learned the chords on the guitar and all
Why do you
the
hate it?
words. I don't know. I think because they played it about every 5 minutes on the radio back in the 50s.
Was he an imperialist? Did he support the British government?
No, he
was.
just got tired of hearing that damn song on
Back in the
you know.
50s, who are you kidding? It was the 30s, Lloyd.
Look down the river when you see the British
Well,
come.
you
There
know,
must
it
have
was-
been 100 of them beating on a drum. They stepped so high they made the bugles ring. We
bugles
stood
ring.
behind their cotton bales and didn't say a thing. That's actually how it went.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they ambushed them bad. It was like what they lost like over 3,000 British.
Yeah,
we lost
where
like
Jean
13.
Lafitte stepped in, or John Lafitte, however you want to say it.
Ha ha ha!
Pirate.
John Lafitte.
He was a pirate. Yeah,
Hello.
I think one of the shows, like Bullwinkle or something, had Jean Lafitte, the barefoot pirate, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did with Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Whoa.
Or maybe
Sad
it was
that I remember trivia like that.
yeah, maybe it was with the dog and his boy. Peabody, Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody. Yeah.
Mr. Peabody.
Yeah. Mr. Peabody is Sherman.
And what?
Sherman, that's it. Sherman.
His
Sherman.
boy Sherman.
Sherman.
Yeah, don't cough into the microphone, whoever that was.
Yeah, it was
Stop
probably
it.
me.
Stop it. Just
Stop it.
stop it.
It'd help.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Terribly sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's enough. That's enough, Howie. That's enough, dear. That's just fine. That's
Mr. Lizard, would you like a hamburger?
Hamburger. Hamburger.
Hamburger. You know, and I want to get the clip that comes after that. Everybody, and the mother leaves the room, and then he sticks his head back in. I'm not sorry. I took the money. It's just so funny. You know, he was a genius. There will never be another Pee Wee Herman.
No.
Yeah, I think they kind of
They
did.
broke
him
the
wrong.
mold.
Yeah.
They broke the mold.
He was one
Yeah,
of the
he
early
was
ones to
still
be
in it,
canceled. Cancel culture. Yeah, he was one of the first
Well,
ones.
what do you expect when you shoot somebody in the back of the head in an adult theater?
What?
Yeah, well, thanks for that image. I won't go down my mind for a while. I got some bleach. I'm going to wash my eyes out so I don't have to see that.
That's quite an accomplishment, actually, if you think about
Warsh.
it.
I never heard that part of the story. I heard he exposed himself.
Yeah, he exposed himself. I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, he
about-
was just, I mean,
Lord just
But
expounded
so
on
what?
that.
So did probably 30 other people.
yeah.
Who cares?
He was reenacting the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
Is that how that happened? I wasn't
Yeah.
aware. There was a nut contest. Somebody nutting on
Well,
the
yeah, it
president.
was
I
a
wasn't
nut
aware
that
of
shot
that.
Lincoln. That's true.
It's too soon. American, President Lincoln shot in the head jokes too soon.
Too soon? Yeah.
Too soon.
I mean, it only happened in 1865.
I know, it's too soon.
Too soon. Yeah.
Yeah, too soon.
Lincoln. All right, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring up the fact that Nancy Pelosi just said that Joe Biden should be on
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, Mount
should be on Mount Rushmore.
Wow, there's not enough rock up there for his head.
Oh my God! Up there with Lincoln? Well, Roosevelt's there too. What the fuck was that supposed to mean?
Well, I
and
mean,
she immediately followed up with, "Oh, but I love him too." Okay, well, thank you so much. Love him
What about
too.
FDR? I mean, there's a list of other presidents that
Well,
could be
Right.
ahead of
Pelosi knew
He was a
Teddy
communist.
Roosevelt personally.
How many Roosevelts are you going to have up there?
That's good. I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, there's a plenty of presidents that probably would be a lot better in line. Reagan, for example,
Yeah.
would be,
That would be a good
be a
one.
better
I'm
choice.
with you with the Reagan. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reagan would be a better choice, in my opinion.
that's one of them things. They can't even finish Crazy Horse. So,
Is
how
he still
long
running around?
put another head on Rushmore?
I thought they got him.
I thought he was dead. Crazy.
He's pretty damned old, though.
Uh,
I remember when he was a kid.
I bet you
In the
do.
glue factory now.
and Billy.
Yeah, Billy, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean they can't finish Crazy Horse? Where they're doing a monument to him?
Oh, yeah. They
Oh,
started
they've
at
been doing that for like
50
40 years.
40 or 50 years. Yeah.
Fighting over the land, aren't they?
Well, they've got it. They've got it partly started.
His hat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got it started.
Is
But
that what that's
there's
called?
They got the
still a
horse.
long
They got the
ways
horse
to
head
go.
up there. They just haven't got the rest of it.
Isn't it much larger than Rushmore? Like double in size or something.
Yep.
Oh, we got another guy. We talked talked
we
into
lost-
sleepy
we lost
time.
Jordy.
Who, Don?
Good night, kid.
Good night. Sleep
Good night, little
time.
one.
Good night,
Jordy.
sweetheart. Well,
Good
it's time to
Time
go.
to
Little
go.
one. Little one, good night.
I don't think I've even sung to him. I was such a terrible father. Just terrible.
Yeah.
I really enjoy our little chats. I don't know if it's the bourbon, but I just feel close to you guys.
Now that he's gone, you want to know what I got planned for
Oh,
next
he's one of those. I
Talk
love
about dead presidents and we just put Jim's son to bed. It's so warm and heart
Yeah,
heartwarming.
such a loving crew here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know those pictures when kids are little and then they do a reenactment like 20, 25, 30 years later?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to dig up a picture so we can reenact one.
He probably looked the same as he does now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
What
he
are you
probably
gonna
doesn't
do?
look any different. He hasn't grown yet.
He's not too much bigger. There's a picture of I got him balancing. We're in a pool and he's standing on my hand, so I think we can do that one.
Yeah.
What?
Do it is Uncle Extra Medium.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Uncle Extra Medium does a kid's birthday party and then see your son's face.
There's Jordy. After all, he's coming down next weekend to visit, so it's a perfect time.
That's your Tello, huh?
Yeah.
What the hell do you have around it?
Cage.
It's a
No, I know,
Cage.
but I didn't have that. I mean, I had to put the ones that you clip on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those two. The ones that came with it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you bought that one extra?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More protection.
Well, it's
Yeah,
great
but
for flying indoors.
That's the equivalent of a special kid wearing a helmet so he doesn't bang his head in the house.
Right. Yeah.
Lawn like protection.
I did it all by myself.
I have one of those somewhere. I don't know where the hell I put it though.
Like Tello or this?
No, the helmet for the special kids. It's just
Oh, okay. Nice.
I kept walking into walls, so they decided I needed something for protection.
All my batteries are garbage. You just see that it flew for what? 15 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my batteries are garbage. They're like $20 a piece. I'm not normally cheap, but I'm just like,
That's not cheap. That's are they that much really? I didn't.
yeah, I'm not normally a cheapskate, but I'm just like, dude, I'm never gonna fly that stupid thing. You know what? I got to fly it with the smart controller. I managed to get it to fly with the smart controller. I thought that was pretty.
Did you?
Really?
Well, according to Amazon, you can have 4 of them for $42.98.
Yeah. There
They're
you go.
some off-brand Chinese shit, though, right?
Yeah, they're not original, right? But who do you think made them to begin with?
No,
Hold on.
it might be the same company for all I know. You're right. You can get them. You can get like 4 of them for like $40 on Amazon, but it's not the original one.
They got 4.3 out of 5 stars for 59 ratings.
If you order some of the set of them batteries from Australia, will it fly upside down?
That's $10.50 a battery, shipping included.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
I might.
Or you can get 2 batteries and 4 props for $29.98.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get the Neo, but just the drone only. So I figured that'll be an inside flying around drone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna want to buy the other shit to go with it. And that's maybe not, because the stupid Mini 4 Pro remote's gonna work with it. So that's what all I wanted the Avata to do. That's what I want. I want them to go ahead and put that same firmware out for the Avata, so it'll fly with the RC2. If the Avata starts flying with the RC2, I might go back and buy another Avata, but I buy drone only.
Are you talking about the Avata 2 flying with the RC?
Avata 2, excuse me, Avata 2. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say because the
If they
Avata
did
already
that,
does.
then I would be back in.
Yeah. I wish they would because I don't want to buy an RC3. Just.
No, it's not that. I don't want to wear goggles.
Oh yeah.
Not the FPV RC2. I know it can be confusing, right? The RC2 with the screen.
Oh
They
yeah.
have the
Yeah.
Mini
Like,
4 Pro.
like
I know
I've
which one
got
you're
with
talking-
the
yeah.
Air 3.
RC3
Yeah.
is the Avata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've lost track.
FPV RC3.
Are they going to be are they going to be selling standalone?
Can you fly the Avata 2 with the goggles V2s?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
No.
no. The big
No,
I
goggles.
don't want one.
The
Can I have
goggles
one?
too,
No.
yes.
You have
The
to
goggles
have
too,
the.
yes. The V2 no.
Yeah. You
Wait,
can't fly
goggles
with
2. Which was the one? I don't
Hi,
know.
Mark.
Which was the ones that came with the POS?
with the POS. That was the V2.
V1s. Wasn't
Yeah,
the V1s?
V1s.
No.
Goggles version 1 or goggles
I
Well, I
version
don't
2.
know.
For me, it was a
Anymore, you have
V2.
to buy a
I
program.
have the no. I know there's a
Figure
2
out
there, so I have V2s.
what
All right.
controller works with what drones.
863 by 480 or whatever. I
Yeah.
have those.
That's the V2.
You're
Yeah,
right.
the
it's
goggles
V2s.
2 came with the Avata 1, and then the goggles 3 came with the Avata 2.
Right. Yep, fair enough. Yeah, the controllers are, it's not that, it's kind of funny. It only gets complicated because they keep acquiescing to everyone that wants to use the old controllers with the new drones.
Yeah.
so they make them compatible
Yeah.
with the old drones. If they just kept it, the Avata 2 only flies with the, the FPV RC3 and the Motion 3, then it'd be done. What's up, Mark? So,
Mark.
Well, Mark's just saying hi to Jim.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
well, never
I
mind.
rescind my hello.
Fuck you, Mark.
I rescind my hello.
You said guys first.
Okay, fine.
Oh, he did say, okay, we'll take
Then
it.
just me.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, but then he singled you out.
Yeah.
Well, Jim is a special case, so he, didn't want to feel bad. Yeah.
Definitely a
Jim
case.
is special.
It's a case and a half.
Wow.
Wow. You're his
When was
buddy.
the last time Mark the Tech Guy was in here?
Huh?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his name pop up in a long time.
I have no idea who he is, so
He's Mark the Tech Guy.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he was on here about a year ago.
He's
Oh,
kind of
okay, fair enough.
I mean, it's allegedly him. You don't know.
Yeah, he used to be on quite a bit. I used to see him in a lot of chats.
I threw in that new commercial.
Jim
Oh,
is
they're
his Canadian
Canadians
buddy.
together.
Okay.
Does this have deeper meaning? My Canadian buddy.
Yeah.
My good buddy.
Round.
I mean, wrong.
Like
Brown,
chicken.
brown cow. I mean, you don't say that on CB. You know what a good buddy on CB is now.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Is there some other way to keep those Molson extras? Brown chicken,
Yeah,
brown.
that's another way of saying a fuel tank
He
Frank.
won't be back here for another year.
Well,
After
here's
the crap we're
What
giving
are
him.
you doing with that maple syrup? No, don't. No,
Oh God!
here's a question.
no, not the maple syrup. Oh no.
We tease Jim about being Canadian. We talk about all of our Canadian friends, that come into these shows, and we enjoy them. They're great people.
Yeah, with butter and maple syrup.
Yeah, but how come we never talk about any of our Mexican friends?
They're
They're part of
busy
North
cleaning
America
the
too.
pool. They're too busy
They haven't
cleaning the
invaded.
pool.
Lloyd, I mean, I'm sorry. You're right. We've been totally ignorant. Please regale us with stories about your Mexican friends.
Well,
Well, my
Actually,
my first ex-wife was
Canadians are
Mexican, so
snowmen.
I got Mexican son, I got Mexican grandkids.
Okay, tell us about them. You don't talk about them.
There's too damn many of them. I can't remember my son. He's got like 10 or 11 kids, and he doesn't even remember all their names. He just calls them by number.
I got Mexican friends. They don't come in here.
Yeah, well, it's like.
Well, if you take the wall down.
You insulted Canadians. Jim's gone.
There goes the Canadians. Okay, well, shit.
Yeah, these are talking about.
I was just.
How you doing,
just trying to
Hector?
be fair.
That's the guy who delivers our beer on Wednesday morning. Hi, Hector. How you doing, buddy? He's a good guy.
No, my camera's gonna crap out. I gotta change the battery.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Yeah. We
If
just
there
talked
were
about my
some
Mexican
Hispanic
friends.
people in the chat, then
Play
people-
my commercial.
Well, it was
when
just.
I'm done.
Yeah, I just thought it. I was trying to be funny, and it came off more.
It was
serious than
hilarious,
intended.
my
Yeah, because you think about it, we
was.
don't have. Where are they? You know,
Well,
it's
Fly
not
over-
I
like.
don't know. We get a lot of Filipino folks coming here, and
Well, that's true.
then those weirdos from Australia, and yeah.
Just one of them.
yeah.
But where are the Kiwis?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Well,
Bruce is the only Kiwi that flies drones.
they're all trying. They're all trying to get plane tickets over to Australia so they can join. So they can be Australian.
Yeah.
And we get the Brits in here. Speaking of
Do we
which,
have no palm? Do we have any palms that come in?
I know
Well,
a
Chris
local
got-
guy that's a Kiwi that does camping videos. But,
I wonder where Mark is tonight.
Yeah.
well, he does fly
in?
drones, technically.
Maybe he's avoiding you now after last week.
I don't think he cares
What
that
happened
much
last
about
week?
American politics, to
What
be
happened
honest
last
with you.
week?
You wouldn't think, huh?
What happened?
Oh,
last
Mark R. White. Yeah,
And Mark Earl White, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe he's just tired.
He
Maybe
may
he
have
went
actually
to
gone
sleep
to
early.
bed at a decent
It's
hour.
5 or
for a
6 in the
change.
morning in England.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he might
yeah. I noticed he
decided,
wasn't here.
you know what? Maybe I'll actually go to
3 to
bed
4:30.
one. Maybe I won't stay up all night.
Our Jamaican buddies.
Yeah, all the making drone flyers, you bet.
Yeah, yeah. Where
Those
are
items
they
are
at?
not legal, actually. I'm not sure if you can fly a drone in Jamaica. I'm pretty sure you have to have a special license to fly a drone in the Bahamas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but you could smoke weed in the airport, but you can't.
Yeah, I
fly
was gonna say
drones.
you get
You know,
stoned there,
that's-
but you can't fly drones.
That's
Right.
That's a funny island.
You can get high, but you can't get a drone high.
Yeah.
There
You can do heroin in Portland, but you can't call a man. You can't call a man. So I mean, not to go off into the politics.
Oh, back
Well-
to back in the
There
you
we go. There we go.
There you go. No, I'm just kidding. Of course you can.
I just have one question.
Yeah, go.
Oh, shit.
When all that pot became so available to everybody,
Mhm.
and everybody can get it now, yeah, anybody can get it.
Mhm, mhm.
So we're all sitting around getting high, but how come everybody's so damned angry? You would think they'd be happier. That's what I was looking forward to. Everybody getting stoned, are like, yeah, man, okay. Nah, everybody's pissed
Good
off.
point. Good point.
because they ran out of weed.
Where you're
Yeah, well,
coming
that
from.
could be it too. Yeah, yeah.
They are
It's just
happy
a-
when they're
Just
high.
an observation of mine.
It's no different than drinking, in my opinion. If you're drinking all
Well,
the
that's
time,
true,
why aren't you
because-
all happy? Why aren't you all happy? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there are some guys that
Oh,
drink.
there's a
that
lot
are
of
really
angry
mean
drunks too.
Yeah,
I used to be an
obviously.
angry drunk years ago.
Depends
Angry
on
drunk,
what
yeah.
you're drinking.
Used to be, he says.
It used to
I mean, if I'm drinking whiskey, I'm a mean drunk. If I'm drinking
I'm a mean drunk. That's why I
tequila,
don't drink.
I'm
I
a
can
happy
see that in you,
drunk.
Mike. I can
I agree,
absolutely
Mike.
see it.
No, I'm a mean. That's why I don't drink. I got a bad temper sober, so I had to quit drinking. I was gonna end up in prison.
Oh, tequila, I'm great. I'm a happy drunk, but you put whiskey in me and I get 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and
I just get
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets
Dumber than I am.
gonna- I'll be right. I'm gonna be back because speaking of alcohol,
You're empty.
I had to
man.
we're gonna go maybe another 16 minutes, make it 2
Yeah,
hours.
okay.
I got time for half a drink or
That'd be good.
works for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, the marijuana thing. The only thing that bothers me about them making it legal is
It's not
now
as
when
fun
I'm
as
trying to
smoking
hire
now.
people, it's like making it more difficult because we do a lot of government contracts for the federal government,
Right.
and you have to pass a piss test to get
Yeah.
on site.
right.
Well,
You can't hire.
unfortunately, it makes it a real pain in the ass for. I thought you were going to get a drink, Bill.
Yeah.
Well, I had a comment. I had a comment real quick. I have no problem with people getting. They want to smoke weed. What do I care? But you have no idea how often I'll have a guy stand in front of me, reeking of weed, telling me he wants an application for a job. You guys hiring? No.
Oh, trust me.
No, because you clearly drove here smoking in the car. Because you just totally. It smelled like weed 5 minutes after you left. And you think I'm going to hire you. And again, I have nothing wrong with it's like somebody showing up drunk for a job interview. If you don't have control of your partying
Yep.
in everyday
Your
life,
habits of your
Yeah.
habits.
then you're a
Habits.
jackass. You're not going to get it.
When I was still at the postal service driving a truck, I was also a shop steward. We
Mhm.
had a guy. He was drunk off his ass. Came into work. Got into a wreck. Rear-ended a car in the middle of the night on duty,
Mhm.
and the son of a bitch is still at work.
Sure.
You know.
I used to party all night and then get in about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, lay down. I'm still just
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
faced and stupid to get up
I
and
get
go
I
load
get
bombs.
forced
What?
into disability retirement because I have to take muscle relaxers for my back injuries.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I used to. I
What the
drank.
hell?
Yeah, I drank so bad when I was young, when I was in the service back in the '70s, and if I'd come into work, and if I didn't have a shot by 10 o'clock, I'd say, "Well, the roach coach out there," and I'd run over to the barracks and take me a couple shots of whiskey and then come back and work. Because
Mm.
Oh,
yeah, I was
we had one guy. He was actually the craft director for the motor vehicle services craft. I'm not going to say what city, but you know those big old plastic jugs about yay big.
The
yeah
pickles or
Yeah,
whatever.
Sure.
his, if you checked it, it was always full of beer.
And my dad was an alcoholic. He was drunk at work all the time.
yeah I was
I
too.
mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Thank God
ridiculous.
for Judy because she gave me an ultimatum and that was it. That's
But
been
I don't think weed is as debilitating as alcohol. No, I'm not sure.
it. Always
I was
just put me
smoking
to
joints until I
sleep.
was
Well,
16, 17 years old, so what do I know?
let me
But,
put it this way.
hey,
My
go ahead.
my daughter's boyfriend just got fired recently. He was a pastry chef
Mhm.
in a very nice casino restaurant. He got fired because he smoked marijuana and couldn't pass the piss test.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Now
the rules. That's the rule.
she's all up in arms because he lost his job. And
Mhm.
I'm like, well, he knew that he was subject to drug testing. He got popped, he got fired.
Yeah,
It's
right,
consequences
You
you
knew the
pay.
consequences. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I says, so you getting all up in arms about it.
Well, who's she mad at? She should be mad at him.
She was mad because he got fired. And I'm like, well, federal law says he can't work,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
there's still a lot of discrepancies and all that, and and it makes
I
sense,
says, it is what it is
right?
at this point.
If they're going to allow it and make it legal, they need to do it, and it's going to be just like with alcohol. You don't come into work drunk. Well, that's the
So
No,
idea.
under the
so
influence,
The
under the
same as
influence of anything.
you
no.
don't come into work stoned. But
You
right
you
now,
have
because
you have to at least be professional when you're at
yeah,
work.
Well, no, it's
yeah,
more than that.
Especially,
No, it's more than that.
especially
There's safety issues. Here in
right,
Canada, we can get
especially
high
if
anytime we
there's
want. It's legal here.
safety issues
Yeah, okay,
Not
involved.
at work.
but not at work. Well, it's
Not at work.
not that it's illegal at work, but the employer is not going to allow you to be under the influence of
right.
Right,
any narcotic or alcohol, whatever.
Yeah, either
Right.
one. Yeah, and
Alcohol's
that's
a
the way it
drug.
should be.
right.
While you're at work, well, and again, it's not just for professionalism
It's
or the ability,
safety.
let alone the ability to do your job
The
properly.
safety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, but it was safety, of course. Oh, sure,
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be,
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Well,
you
you
know,
bottom
don't
line
you
is,
don't want your airline pilot coming to work high. You don't want the truck driver on the highway next to you being high. And what he
yeah, no
does
shit.
in his own time off
Yeah.
It's one thing.
But what I'm trying to
But
say
when
is, I'm
you're
going
on
to
the
spit it
job,
out.
you know,
It could be any job. It could be a cook in the kitchen and end up scalding yourself.
I'm trying, man. Between at least, what matters is that there's the job. You can have laws, and then you can have what's rules of the job.
Of course.
You know what I mean. And
Right.
the bottom line is if my requirements are that you can't smoke marijuana and work here, you can't smoke marijuana anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't smoke marijuana at home. You can't smoke marijuana. You go on vacation.
Well, yeah, and businesses have other rules too. Like it's legal to smoke cigarettes in the United States, but you can't smoke cigarettes inside a business. I mean, there's rules and laws.
Not inside, period. There's businesses that don't allow you to be a cigarette smokers to work there.
You can drink in the United States, but there's actually laws against drinking in public.
Anymore,
I'm talking about laws. I'm talking about the
anymore. Even as
You're right, but there's also rules, and there's no business that's going to want their staff inebriated.
Yeah.
Even
And
as
there
a
should be
truck
consequences.
driver anymore, they can restrict you from having a cigarette while you're driving a truck. If it's against company policy, it's against company policy.
That makes sense.
We have companies that don't allow you to smoke cigarettes to work there.
Right.
Period.
Right.
You can't smoke at home. You can't smoke. It doesn't matter where. You can't
Because of health issues, because of insurance and health issues, and it's actually been shown that people that smoke call out more often because they get sick more often because it affects their immune system.
They don't need reasons. If I own a business, I'll set the rules or whatever the hell if I want.
Right.
And if you want to work here, you'll follow my rules or you'll get fired.
There you go.
You know, we wear blue shirts, and if you come in wearing a blue shirt, you're fired.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you go home and change.
If you agree to them, if you agree.
But hell, at my old job, I had to wear a blue shirt.
Right.
Oh, those bastards.
That's my point, though.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
Yeah. As an example, I had a bowling league I used to sponsor. Our team. That guy would refuse to wear red and black. That was our team shirt.
Right.
He was off the team.
You're off the team.
Don't
I sponsored. I was paying for the team's leagues. That's
and people respond, it's a free country. I can do what I want. Yes, you can. Go out there, go do what you want.
Over there.
And
he's
off the team.
There.
See ya.
But as long as you're in our team, you do it our way.
Right. I was paying $400 a person a month, in a league.
Right.
That's right.
He didn't want to abide by the rules, so he's off the team. Period.
Bye.
I know of a situation that happened just today where a gal is going through college to business administration or something, and they require them to dress in a professional, and they all wear the same sort of suits or whatever, and their shoes. And her dog had got hold of her shoes and chewed them up, and so she didn't have that shoe that represented the company she was training for, and it going to be a few days before she got paid, and she went in there, and sure enough, they sent her home because she didn't have the proper shoes.
Right.
Hey,
and
at the post office, they gave me a uniform allowance.
Right.
I could buy shoes, socks, uniforms. I always had at least 2 pair of shoes that were postal approved. You
want them to get postal on you.
If my dog chewed up a pair of my shoes, I still had a backup.
Right.
It's just part of working at a company. If they have a dress policy,
right,
especially if they're going to give you a uniform allowance or clothes allowance,
right, you're supposed to spend the money on that.
You have what you need.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
I mean,
what did I open up a can of worms asking about that?
No, not really. But the bottom line is everybody talks about free this and free that and freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of speech in my house. You got freedom. All our freedoms outlined in the Constitution are against government interference.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
not individual,
Not individual.
private citizens. You know, you don't have any.
The government doesn't endow us with rights. The Bill of
Right.
Rights is the government shall pass no laws
Yeah. Right there is
restricting
where my freedom of speech ends.
restricting
government.
right.
But
The
that's
government.
not
But
to
it's a protection from the government. In other words, these rights are assumed.
say, right.
Freedom of speech is assumed.
However,
But the government shall pass no law to restrict your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
however,
They talk about a lot of things. Well, I have a right to health care.
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's not a constitutional right. That's a service provided to you by other people. You can't constitutionally force people to provide a service.
Right.
For you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
That's
You
my
have
point.
a
is that they
freedom
take
of
control of the private.
speech given to you by God, and the government can't come after you. However, your employer doesn't have to abide by that.
No.
Yeah.
You,
They
a
don't.
You
private
have to
entity-
toe the company policy.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point anyway. The
Right.
Constitution protects you from government.
No, any business has
You're-
it's a private business. They have the ability
Yeah.
to, they can't force you to do something that's illegal.
Too
They
many
can't. They
people.
can't force you to. In other words, you have to be naked to work
Right.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't
Right.
do that.
Too many
And they require you to wear
people
pants, too.
misunderstand their
I don't think anybody
constitutional
wants to
rights.
see me that
To
way.
work here, you have to pickpocket your.
You have to wear clothes.
Yeah.
But they have parameters that they set that you have to meet these parameters to do this job so that we will be willing to pay you. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. It was nice meeting you.
Different job.
And bye bye. That's it.
That's right.
There's a consensual contract between two entities, and the government
That's
shouldn't
right.
have anything. That's why I don't like minimum wage, because I
Right.
think that a
Minimum wage
contractual
is socialism.
agreement between two individuals is between the two individuals, and the government shouldn't have any part in it,
I should be able to
as
make.
far as I'm concerned.
I should be able to make whatever the market dictates for my experience in that position.
Sounds like Jim's camera's dead.
Yeah,
That does.
that's bad.
I mean,
Hope not.
I don't think
Like Local
people
Hero
should
5
get
you can
paid $20 an hour to flip burgers. When you've
And that's
got
just the market. And then
when
fine.
you've got
Right.
I don't care what they
CNAs,
make.
when you've got CNAs that only make $10 an hour to wipe grandma's ass.
Yeah. Well.
Not in California, they don't, because the minimum wage is 20.
Well.
Don, I'm surprised to hear that viewpoint from you being a Yankee, being from the North.
What?
Lon's
Sounds
a
like
good
anti-union.
Yankee though.
No, I'm a libertarian. I want
Yeah.
the government out of my life, period.
Exactly.
As
Yeah.
far as I'm
There you
concerned,
go.
Yeah. Right.
I'd roll the federal government back to the Federalist Papers. And they would be in
Exactly.
charge of
If it-
interstate commerce.
If it ain't in the Constitution,
That's
it
in
ain't
the
in the
country.
Constitution, the federal government should have no say in it.
Yeah.
The federal
I'm
If
sure
it
glad
ain't
we're
in
not-
the Constitution, it falls to the states.
I'm sure glad we're not talking politics tonight.
Yeah. I mean, really.
We're ending it on it. It's just in general. I don't want to talk about specific
I know.
politics for sure.
Right.
As a
Yeah,
general,
Mark's right. I thought about that as soon as I said it. If you work in a strip club, then you have to be
There
naked.
you go.
I said
right
that
there.
too. I
Well,
said-
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Regardless,
Yeah,
whatever
but
the
have you
rules
noticed
are of
that
the
the strip
job, you
club-
have to follow them.
Yeah. But have you
That's
noticed
one
in
of the
strip clubs,
requirements
not
of the
everybody's
job.
naked.
If you don't want to get naked, you don't work in a strip club.
Well, not everybody's
Good point.
naked in a strip club. Like the
They are
people
here.
serving you.
These
They're only
not, thank God.
they're only semi-nude. They might be topless, but they still because
Not here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The bouncers, for example.
They're all out and
Yeah,
about.
I
here.
yeah, the
I
bouncers
don't-
have their clothes on.
I
was
don't
about
want a
to-
naked bouncer laying their hands on me. I draw the line at certain things.
You
Yeah.
probably have an iPhone.
I don't think I want to see a naked bouncer. Yeah.
Yeah. At any rate, you out now, Bill? That's 2 hours.
Oh, you couldn't wait, huh? Oh,
Well,
it sounds
we
like
could-
2 hours
I
and
know.
20
9
seconds.
You said that with 2 hours and like 6 seconds. You said that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's ticking down.
Yeah, let's go
ready.
for it. Jim's having trouble with his camera anyway, so apparently his GoPro is maybe it needs to cool off.
His
Check this
GoPro
out,
went and goed.
That's what I
The
think.
GoPro.
Oh, it's a no-go pro.
Yeah, his GoPro went
No
go.
GoPro?
Yeah,
No-go pro.
it's a stock pro now.
Yeah, it's not pro.
The oh no.
It's a Joe Biden. Pro.
Sorry, Jim.
No pro.
Sorry, Jim.
No-go. No pro.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
I was trying to raise Dominic's hand.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Yeah.
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.